and so forth.
This call is now being recorded.
Okay, thank you. That's it, business partners. Happiness and greetings to you, business partners. Today is the 4th of June, 2024. I was just sharing earlier before we started the recording, sharing with leader Tabang. And so we're there that the remainder of this year is going to be so good. A lot of momentum we're going to experience in the crypto markets. And with that being said, it means the second half is actually going to be greater than the first half, so to speak. And not purely basing everything on the bullish momentum, simply because of the Bitcoin halving that occurred on the 20th of April this year, business partners, but simply because of our methods of trading, the strategies that we apply, and also our rich understanding of the crypto markets dynamics, because we have history actually with Royal Q, because we've been in the business since 2021 and we've seen what excitement actually does to traders. And also now we have actually grown to a certain level that can really afford us a certain level of respect, so to speak, because we used to get trapped in the markets, and we used to see people also coming out of positions while they are floating in massive losses, business partners. But this year we will push together as a team, and Royal Q is a massive community. For those of you who have time, you also are encouraged to even attend other international sessions whenever you are able to do so, because there is power actually in doing that. That will actually sharpen your understanding of the business, because you get exposed to people who trade with different capitals, and not only that, also people who trade with different strategies and different perspectives, these different approaches to markets and trading different coins and so forth. Yeah, so that's it. It's very exciting. Now, with that being highlighted, business partners, yesterday, remember, we were actually on this account, and there are a few things that we looked at, and we will check just a little bit on the positions that we had. Now, when you look here, we are on at the bottom there next to home. You can see we currently are on strategy. Strategy, it's simply the page where you are able to see positions that are running. For instance, your positions that are running, you are able to see them there under strategy. Just quickly, I want to change the color of this. So you are able to see them there. And at the moment, FLOKI, we saw it yesterday where a position was opened, and then some money was added to FLOKI. I think we did add $200, if my memory serves me well. But when you are to check, there's currently $100 that is in here. So I'm going to click on more here. After clicking on more, we simply are going to check to look at the position that came out. And let's quickly just do that. We are simply just monitoring current positions, and we still have enough money, more than enough, so to speak, to trade other coins. And after checking FLOKI, and then we look at how this has performed, we're going to take another trade live together here, and then we'll be trading from, we will reason together, so to speak, and even apply the strategy that can be most preferred, for instance. So now, looking at this, let's click. I click there. After clicking on more, I just click below the red box there, rectangular shape there, or a thumbnail. So what I will do is, simply because I know that we put $200 yesterday, so I will simply come here, and then I will click on this particular, let me change this to red. I will click on this, check this, I will click here on this icon there after the page. You see this one that looks like a page, like for those of you who do printing, you can see this one. It looks like A4 page size or so. You know, this one is for log, LOG. Log also keeps a record of every action that takes place on the application, which is very beautiful. Remember, when you come into RoyalQ business, all parameters are fully opened to you as a subscriber, meaning that the day you have subscribed to RoyalQ, you have full control over everything that you do with your application inside your exchange, for instance. You are the one who set up strategies. You can edit those strategies in real time and so forth. And everything that you do, it's going to be recorded also here. And here in detail, we're going to see transaction records. Let's quickly check transaction record by clicking on that. So now when we click on transaction record, we are able to see that an activity took place here, which was actually buy, sell. The robot sold here, and then we're going to check the time. And you are able to see the pair is a FLOKI stroke USDT. And then also, this is the price at which the robot sold this particular asset, for instance. But another buy was done here. We will click there and also check. You can see there's a small arrow here. This arrow or those arrows simply show you that this is a folder, meaning there's more information inside there. But let's first start with the sell and check. And if you are to check, profit that was achieved here is 4.74%. It means this is nearly 5%, meaning that our take profit percentage was 5%, and the robot collected and the robot collected $4.74. Okay, then by just purely looking at this, then this shows me that the amount was actually $100. You know, position amount was $100 and not 200 actually. So, but let's go in and check together. Yes, and now you can see information of what transpired here. And then when you look at these business partners, you can see that this transaction was done today, and it was not closed by myself. It was done by the system because 5% was achieved. So when 5% was achieved, the robot took that profit. And what time was this done? 18:41:31. You say it means 18 hours 41 minutes and 31 seconds, for instance. That is the time at which the robot collected this particular profit. And then you also are able to see here deal amount. Deal amount was $104.82, for instance, which is good news, so to speak. And now, and also you are able to see a transaction fee of there. You are able to see that. That's beautiful. And remember, everything here is what is taking place in your exchange. In this case, we're seeing a logo of Binance. So now let's come out of this and check the buy that came after the sell. That buy is on top there. Now, the buy that I see here is of, oh, now I understand. This buy is of $100 again. You see, the robot went back into the market with $100. This then makes me think that this FLOKI position is on cycle instead of one shot. Actually, I was under the impression that this is under one shot. So now it's on cycle. It means the robot sold here and the robot went back into the market. You can see it sold at this particular price of 0.3029145. That's when it took profit. And then it went back into this market when the price was at 0.3029165. It means the market was actually pumping. The market kept on shooting up and the robot went back into this. And then the held position is for that particular amount. Let's quickly go and check what exactly transpired there. We're going to check that together. Let's quickly go and check that. So now, indeed, you can see here that this is actually cycling with $100. I thought we had made adjustments to this actually, but it's okay. Now I'm going to place this to one shot. This will change to one shot. So when you click one shot here, the system will switch the status of this position from one shot to cycle. So this they work like that, you know. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. The reason being that I don't want the system to continue to trade FLOKI, for instance. I want the robot to sell and not to return. So had I actually clicked on one shot, the robot was going to would have collected the profit and never to return. But now that it has returned into this market, it's okay. There's something that we're still going to do to assist this particular position, still get something better out of it. So now let's quickly do that. Just in the moment, I'm going to click on one shot. I'm getting rid of the screenshot. I click on one shot. You will see now at the top left corner, the position has switched to one shot. So which is good news for me because that's what I want. When I clicked one shot that was here, the system then changed the status here of this position to one shot. So it means when 5% is achieved, the robot is going to sell and close this FLOKI position, which is what we want. Now, okay, so at the bottom, you also are able to see the reason why the robot went back with an amount of $100 business partners. It's because of the first buy-in amount. The first buy-in amount is $100 USDT, and you can see take profit ratio. It's a take profit percentage is 5%, for instance, and then but you saw that the robot took actually 4.7 something percent there, simply because of take profit callback settings there. And then take profit callback here, it appears as what? As earnings callback. It means this is where the robot creates room for more profits to be captured. So it means if the market keeps on pumping, the robot is able to allow even 6, 7. Previously, actually, we did even make a video where up to 48%, 45% of profit was captured on settings that were set for 5% only, simply because there was that bullish movement upward where the particular asset pumped. You know, the market just moved upwards with a massive momentum, and then as a result, the robot kept on opening up its doors for bigger profits, and then it locked in bigger profits simply because there was that massive money coming into that particular coin at that particular second or minute, for instance, as it happened. So that's what happened there. So now earnings callback is the same as a take profit, hold position, take profit callback. That's what is happening here. So this particular percentage, it means if market is pumping and it keeps on moving up like that, and then the robot will continue to allow profits to come in. But if there's a minor decline or reduction in profits by this percentage, for instance, then the robot is going to cut the profits. That if that decline, maybe just one arrow pointing downwards, let's say maybe it's 0.01%, then the robot will simply collect profit, for instance. The robot will simply collect profit, and that's what is happening there. If the percentage here is bigger, let's say maybe 0.1 or maybe 0.3, for instance, it will certainly create room for more. But because of You know, we don't like the concept of just staring at the profits. We prefer taking profits and going back into the market because crypto assets can change. They are extremely volatile. You can be in green and all of a sudden you go into red, for instance. That's what it's happened. So quickly, there are certain positions that I want us to trace before we even work on editing what we see here. The engine is still turning there. So there are some issues with internet. So please bear with me there. So now what I will do is I will click on home. And after clicking on home, I will go to revenue. Revenue here. This is where you see how performance actually has been for today. And then we are on home here. And then you will get information here. This is revenue details. And revenue details, business partners, it's purely trading profits, no referral bonuses, no activation bonuses and so forth, no profit sharing or commission and so forth. Just pure profits inside your exchange. So let's quickly go and check how this has performed today. And then we are literally tracing certain coins. For instance, you will see this one, you and I know, because we have seen this one took place after 18 hours, which is already, that is 18 hours South Africa time. It's midnight in Singapore, for instance. So the system is aligned according to Singapore time, so to speak. It's in sync with Singapore time zone, if I can put it that way. So now what is happening here, business partners, is, let me just quickly, I just have a sensation that I might receive calls and I don't want that now to disturb the recording. Let's quickly go to do not disturb. Yeah, I will click on do not disturb so that we don't get calls, please. So yeah, here we go. So now this one shows us that these are the profits of the 5th of June, 2024. However, we know that in South Africa, it's still the 4th of June, so to speak. And then you have also seen that this is a profit that comes from FLOKI. So now I want to check. I'm tracing Bake actually, because yesterday we also moved money into Bake, if you recall. So let's quickly check. Just for your information, you can see I clicked on the top one, and indeed it shows us Bake. I beg your pardon, it shows us FLOKI. Rather, it shows us FLOKI here, and then you can see even the time at which this took place here. You can see 19 minutes to 19 hours. So then we are happy with that, and we have seen it together. That is profit amount. We can see that. So as per South Africa, that is around 88 rands. Yeah, 88 rands and 82 cents, so to speak. That is $4.74. So now let's quickly come out of this, and then we look at the second report. That is the one of the 4th of June. So when we go there, we have a rune there that made $5. And also we're going to check if rune is still running, for instance. We will check what happened there. This one, there are things that I'm going to show you as a trader, very important. This one, I don't know if it's still running, but you can see this position also was running with $100, because that profit of $5 simply mean it is actually what am I doing? It is actually what am I thinking? Okay, it's 5%. Yes, it's 5% of $100. Of $100, yes, is this one. It's 5% of $100. That's why we see $5 there. But we're still going to check if it's still there, because if I think, if my memory serves me well, this particular position, I manually closed it. GFT, but we will check that also. Let's go, and the aim is to maximize profits, and you have control over that. Okay, FLOKI we have seen currently it's trading with $100. So it means yeah, okay, Bake. This Bake was on the It was yesterday, actually. Yes, this bake was yesterday. And then if you are to look at it, you can see that, you see the pair, you can see on the right-hand side here. And then profit amount was $6.83. So what time was this done? This was on the 3rd. Sorry, this was on the 3rd. Yes, it was on the 3rd. It was on the 3rd there at 11 minutes to 9. So it means this was done during our session. Am I? Yes, I'm correct. This was done during our session. So yes, so now let's go and check bake again, because immediately when we came out of, after collecting this profit, if you can recall nicely, we went back into bake. And now let's go and check what is happening there. And then I want us just to check positions that may be in profit. We collect the profit and then we continue trading, and then we push Q&A session, business partners. So yeah, let's go. We are tracing bake. Here is bake. Now here is bake. I'm interested in this one because yesterday it gave us $6. So now here we are. This is bake. And then we are on the strategy page where you see the positions that are running. I'm going to click on more so that we look at the numbers of margin calls, just the summary. Now, this is beautiful, business partners, because this bake, it's actually running with, what am I thinking? It's running with $500, the one that should be in profit now. Which is position number 8. So this position number 8, we're going to take it out. If you can recall, I left it at around 40 or 42% and distributed and take profit allocation, which means position number 8 was going to collect profit individually. And please, for those who are watching, understand what we are doing. The aim is to maximize profits. We have shown people how Smart Create works, that you can follow Smart Create without the need to do the things that I'm doing now. But we are professional traders. We are full-time into this business. We know how to tweak the settings so that we maximize profits for ourselves. So let's go and check. I click on there for us to go to the transaction page. And then what I will do, before even I go into other things, business partners, I'm interested in this current price. Current price simply means the price now or market price. Remember, markets don't sleep in the crypto space. Markets don't close like in the Forex. You say, no. Markets continue to trade, continue to move. Bitcoin is decentralized. People are trading it everywhere in the world at any time, you know, as they see it fit, for instance. Even yourself, you have an opportunity to collect profits through and through. You know, if you don't want to sleep, then you can continue to collect profits. There will always be an opportunity in these coins for you to collect profits. Now, look at this. The profit here is, I mean, the current price is 0.3346. Although the average price there is 0.3652. We're not interested in this because this one is for the whole position. It's for the whole thing. It means the current price will move above the average price of the whole position when the minus 8.38% has been cleared. Yes, sir. So, but now we're not interested in bringing out the whole position. No, we're not interested in bringing out the whole position of 755 US dollars and 18 cents. No. We just want a certain portion of this quantity that we bought yesterday with the 500 that we added to this, trading under sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. So now by clicking here, I'm going to click on this sub-bin and you'll check at the bottom the numbers of calls. It's starting from 5, you know, going up. It means 5 to this 8 that you see here. Let's quickly go. I'm clicking on sub-bin, and then you can see call number 5. And then just by being here, business partners, check something very interesting so that you'll understand position number 8. You can see 5th call. which is sub-bin call number 5, has its own average price, which is different to the overall average price here, So then it means these calls number 5, 6 upward, up to 999, can take profits individually and independently, so to speak, and still go back into the markets to get you more profits and so forth. And that's why when I promote signature strategy, it is based on the acronym sub-bin mode real-time settlement, which is SBM RTS. So that is an acronym for that, sub-bin mode real-time settlement. So signature SBM RTS, it means I encourage people to always trade under this. Do your best to trade under sub-bin mode real-time settlement so that you are able to take advantage of moments like this. So at the moment you can see call number 5 shows you that its average price is 53 cents. However, the current price is 33 cents. That is if I'm to consider fiat currency, only 2 decimal places after comma here. So now this is 0.33. That is where the market is. It means call number 5, it's still actually above. It's still above. The price is still above the current price. So it means we bought it expensive and we cannot sell it this cheap. If we bought this quantity, this quantity rather, with this amount of money, which is $11.97, we therefore cannot sell it we cannot sell this quantity of 22.2 bake for $33, like at this current price, so to speak. Therefore, we just have to hold on for position number 5, you see? So now let's quickly go and check other positions. We're going to check other positions. You can see position number 6 is still at average price 0.5402. Position number 7.5, but position number 8, good news, is 0.31. So it means we bought it when the price was 31 cents, but now the price is 33. It's 33, business partners. So 33 cents. Therefore, there's been a rise, there's been increase. And it's easy. You don't need to calculate this, but if you want, I'm just going to show you how easy it is for you to do that through calculator, just for you to have an idea of what is happening with this. And then also please take into consideration that we are bringing out a lot of money out of this, $504, which is the one that purchased this quantity. So we're going to sell a bigger quantity, which is 1,592.9 bake, quantity of bake, which was bought with $504.37 at the price of 31 cents. So the market now is trading above 31 cents. The market currently is 33 cents. Therefore, we 100% sure that we are in profit. We are floating in profit in this particular position. So we're going to collect that money. Now, this is where the price is, 0.3166. And then the current price is 0.347, for instance. Please allow me to quickly get a calculator on my phone. I just take a calculator, and then I said 0.3166. That is the history price. That is the price at which we bought a quantity. So it means now this 0.3166 divide by the current price. Let's check where the current price is, because it keeps on changing. It is still thinking. Now it's still there. That is where the current price is still at, or it keeps on changing. Look at there. It is 0.3347. I saw 50 there, but let's stick with 0.3347. We go to a calculator, then we go 0.3347, and then multiply that by 100%, for instance. So now you have an idea, business partners, that when you see 94 here, when you see 94, so you have an idea that the number that is missing to make this 100, and or when you take 100% minus 94, for instance, you see what you get. You're thinking of something around 6%. You think of something around 6%. Therefore, you have an idea. Just by you checking this, it means we're having 6% of something like this. Let's say 500. So it means we may make something around $30 or less, and which is incredible. So let's quickly go and collect this profit. Now, why is it that the robot is not collecting it? It's simply because of the take profit percentage for position number 8. It has got its own percentage, which is not 1%. Had it been 1%, the robot would have collected that. So, but now let's quickly go and check that. But before we check, let me make sure that our margin call are switched off, because I don't want the robot to put that 500 back until I'm sure of what is happening. So what I will come and do is this. Before I collect this profit, I will come and switch off margin call, so that I don't want the robot to collect profit and go back immediately before I analyze the candlesticks. So now let's go as the price is going down there. Now let's go on trade setting at the bottom left, and then I go to distributed and take profit allocation. Although you've seen that the price is going down now, expect some minor reduction in our profits. For tutorial purposes, we won't rush this. We have to follow through together. So now you can see distributed and take profit allocation. This is for call number 5, 6, and the rest. So going up, so to speak. So I will click here and go straight to position number 8. Distributed and take profit allocation. You see call number 8 needed 40%. But what I will do is simple. I'm not going to go for 6% and so forth. I just put 1%. The robot will collect everything that is in profit. So I just change sub call number 8 percentage. I put it on 1%. It was initially placed on 40. It means if this coin had pumped to 40 or more, then the robot was going to take 40% of $500. It is possible for Bake to do that. It can even give you more than 60%. So I prefer creating room for more. Unlike just running with $1, 1% and 1% and so forth. So let's go. And then when I click show, and then I save, call number 8 is going to come out. We're expecting call number 8 to come out, because you and I know. And what I'm happy, it has moved from 45 to 49. So this is beautiful. From 0.3345 to 0.3349, so which is good news. Our calculation was based on 0.3347, if you still recall. So now this business partners, watch this nicely. This call number 8 will come out collecting its profit. And then we will later then click here to see how much that was actually. And not only that, we also going to see change in this. This percentage is going to increase. This return rate is going to increase simply because of dollar cost averaging. Because call number 8 is coming out with its own money, and its own quantity. Therefore, RoyalQ will recalculate everything for you in real time and then balance the equations for you, and then still give you the return rate of your position. This Bake will still be in the negative return rate, an even bigger one, but with lesser amount of money. But we're still going to collect profit from it. So quickly, let's see. Now, check what I was explaining to you. Now, the 500 came out. It means the robot has collected profit. And then I didn't do it manually. It was not a manual sell. It was done systematically. The sub positions, you cannot close them manually. We have to have minimum 1%, for instance, 1% before the system can take profit. Royal Q system will never take profit of anything less than 1%. Very important to note that. So now you can see position number 8 came out, and then position number 8 collected its own profit and it's out of the market. And then that -8 actually increased, is now minus 36. Now, can you see that when you trade crypto assets, they can fall? You go into a market hoping to make 10%, 5%, but imagine this can happen, business partners, where a position has fallen by minus 36% or even more. So when you don't have money, it means you'll be at the mercy of the markets. You'll then have to wait for the markets to recover. Imagine a market that fell from around 52 cents to 33 cents. You having to wait for the market to go up there. It will require around 36% upwards. You know, for this position to break even, the market must go up by 36.36%, so that this particular amount of money breaks even. It means it will be 250. You know, it will be 250 US dollars there. So, but let's go and check how much exactly our robot managed to collect as profit. I click on transaction record. So now there were some dynamics there. You can see the robot didn't collect for 6% that I was calculating on. The robot collected for 5.62%. 5.62%, and this is an amount of $28, which is purely based on exact quantity that was entered into with position number 8, and not just an estimation, for instance, the way I was doing that. So now you can see now $26 it's collected, which is good profit. And then we can now come here and check how the candlesticks are. That is, if we are to make a determination, if we really want to go back into this market or not. And remember, just look at this. Just look at this. But remember, we're on a smaller time frame there, 15 minutes. So now it's up to you if you really want to enter a market that has pumped like this, because it can break out downwards, for instance. But also take into consideration that in the last 24 hours, average percentage or performance of this market, it's around 6%. But also don't be misled by this massive bullish momentum, because what you see here as plus 6%, you can come back and you see that it's above 20%, 30%, and so forth. It's possible. And you'll be feeling better, oh, I only collected 5% and so forth. No, you can still even get more than this. And this is trading, business partners. So let's go to our homepage. We have seen this, but before we go there, let's check under an hourly structure. So you can see actually the time at which we collected this profit, the market was doing the most. So it's incredible that this current hour is the one that actually results are even much nicer, so to speak. You know, it's somehow the peak, and then it shows you the higher of the day, for instance, you know, so far. So this is beautiful. It means the time at which we are collecting profit, we have gotten the most, so to speak. So yeah, there are times where perhaps you can find that the market was on a downfall, but fortunately it was upward. And then the current hour actually is the most, is the hour that the market has done the most, in which the market has done the most. There is no hour where performance was up to $33, for instance. It is only this current hour, hence it is even recorded here. You know, you are even able to see it there. So where you are able to see the higher of the day, the higher high of the day, and so forth. And then, so the lowest the market went today, there it is. You can see 28 cents. Now think about it. We've been holding it, and then since last night, and check. Although we collected $6 last night from this position, but the market did actually fall. If you check here, the market was going down from the left, and then the market started moving up like that. And luckily, at this current hour, we have actually gotten the most out of this position, and then it's happiness. So as a result, I'm reluctant actually to go back into this position unless I see bigger time frames. Like for instance, when you look at a daily time frame, it is actually showing you that yeah. Now it depends, you know, and I've got nothing to lose. Remember, but yeah, okay. We'll have time to analyze this. We'll have time to analyze this. Yeah, because what happens is, you know, the market does not require permission from anybody. It can just pump like that, you know, or tomorrow's candlestick can break above this line that I'm showing you and then continue to pump, because we're expecting actually this coin to do better than what it has delivered so far. So let's go to the home page. There are positions that we need to quickly check. You go to home page, revenue again. So now, if you look under revenue, it shows you that for today, this is overall performance for tomorrow. I beg your pardon. For tomorrow, is the account is sitting at 619 rands, which is $33. This is what it's been made, and there's still room for more. If literally say you want to push this to $100 and you know yourself you have time to trade, ladies and gentlemen, you can do it. You can do it. Even if you want us to commit that we want to make more than $100 today, we can set up and then come and trade. But you are not only trading, you have other commitments to do. For instance, just like ourselves, you have time to do what? To build teams. You know, amongst us are people who are full-time traders. They don't talk to people. They don't have passion to engage other people about means and ways of making money. All they do is just trade for themselves. There are people like that. It's just themselves and their phones, and then they are just printing money, downloading money, and pushing their accounts to amazing equity. You know, so you also can do that. And then also we are able to see that. Let me just quickly detach my charger, please. It keeps on chopping the system, so that's it. So now you can see business partner 600, it's made there, and then more can still be done. We're going to check tomorrow how performance is going to be by us trading further, and then you can see overall 105,000 rands has been achieved so far. So, you know, we're giving ourselves a challenge here to push this to at least 10,000, by the end of this month, because there's a challenge actually to grow accounts. So we want to see if this will not be showing 10,000 accumulative profits, for instance. And it's possible, it can be achieved. So it's all about commitment and then maximizing opportunities of like profit taking and so forth, and a lot can be achieved just like that. So now you have a question. There are other positions held in here. I'm refreshing. Good. You can see now I didn't want to go back into Bake, so which means the money of Bake can still be used somewhere else. Now that money, it's back here. So we have 1,670 available that can be utilized to service other coins or to trade new coins. Now, a determination has to be made by you as an account manager, for instance. If you want to pursue new coins or you want to service currently running positions like this one, ETC, that is Ethereum Classic. You can see it shows us minus 12%, but let's check how these positions are in here. 29.76. And then you can see on this one, we just have to wait because it's still at 31.91. You see, because 31 is higher than the price of the market at the moment. The current market is 29. It's $29 and then 76. So which is lesser than this particular price. Currently, it means previously when we entered into the market of this Ethereum Classic, it was trading per each unit for $31.91. But now the market has fallen from 31 to 29. Therefore, we are in a floating loss for this particular quantity, of that was bought with $500. That is the position quantity here, which is 15.69 amount of Ethereum Classic. So, which means on this position, I cannot bring it out, but I just need to make sure that position number 8 has created room for more. So this is what I do mostly. You can say 60%, I'm just being optimistic, but I know that I'm here to scalp and I understand the kind of asset that we're trading. So, because you'll just never know, a lot of money will be coming into the crypto space because of the ETFs and so forth. So rather position yourself to get something better from the positions that you are holding at the moment. So yeah, with that being said, let's quickly go into Q&A session, please. I'm looking at the time. If there's something that you like to share, and look at FLOKI. Remember, we wanted to come out of FLOKI, and then now FLOKI is 0.4. I always say that when you are scalping, and then you see, when you are scalping and you see here is 0.3, 0.3, this is plus. This is the percentage. When you see it's 0.3, feel free, plus 0.3, so to speak. Feel free to close it manually, because minimum you will need is 1% for the robot to do it yourself, for you systematically. The robot will never close positions in the negative, business partners. Very important for us to note that. If you want to scalp, you can scalp even lesser than 0.3. However, slippage, it's a reality also. It's possible that it can slip into the negative. And if you do it manually, then you are the one to take losses. Though it will be negligibly small, but you don't need to lose money. So when I see it like this, I can manually close it myself and then come out, because I wanted to come out of this FLOKI. But, let's quickly go and take that $100 out. And what do you do when you came out of a position? You say, now look at that. Okay, now I can freely close it. You say, I've done it manually. It's sold. So now it's sold and I'm happy, which is something that I wanted to see actually. And then I'm out of it. Let's click the candlesticks. So it means that that $100, it's out, but with some profit attached to it. Now look at this. Look at this. And I'm happy actually that I'm out of this FLOKI, because I don't think it will break above this. I don't think it will break above this. But if it does, thank you. That's it. And I'm happy for those who will be holding this particular asset, because they will make money. It's possible this can make still more than 10% up, but I don't want to take chance. I'm happy with what FLOKI has produced for this particular account so far. So yeah, that's it. So those who are courageous to go into this, let them continue to trade, but I'm out, and then I'll use the money somewhere else. So we are out of FLOKI. I'm happy. And then you will see here now, I'm just quickly going to refresh so that we see how much there is inside Binance. If you look here, business partners, you can see currently we have $1,670. However, FLOKI just closed, and then FLOKI came with something more than just $100. You see, this is 82. You can see also the cents, 822157. Now you'll see this is going to be more is going to be added to this, so to speak. And then so you're expecting 1,700 and something, So let's quickly do it and check how actually this is going to be. But it's very important for me to show you. You just have to come and click here. So you can see this arrow here. This circular arrow is just a refresh button, just above mine, you see? Above mine. There's a circular arrow here. This arrow, it's a refresh button. It refreshes, you can see it's in line with this asset here. It refreshes this quantity. If you want to hide, you will click on the eye, and then some asterisks will appear. This will not be seen. So there we go. Let's refresh. Now I've just refreshed. You can see now at the bottom there that we have $1,771 there. If you don't want that to be, if you want it to be hidden, you just click that eye. You see? Then you can see it's not seen. It is inside your exchange. So if you are to check, okay, let it appear. If you are to check on top there, you will see a down arrow that shows you number of exchanges. Currently, this account is trading under Binance. And business partners, depending on your affordability, your capital, and so forth, you can trade in all of these exchanges. That will be your method of diversification, perhaps. You know, you can trade on all of these exchanges, but it means you'll have money in all of them. And the robot is able to trade for you in all of these exchanges. Because some coins are there in Binance, but some are not in, some coins that are not in Binance, you will find in HTX. You know, those that are not in HTX, you will find maybe in KuCoin, OKX, Bybit, and so forth. So yeah, that's it, business partners. Trading, honestly, it's really not difficult. Just hold your position and wait for the market to move for you accordingly. Let's check how much cents this particular FLOKI has produced for us. FLOKI has produced 35 cents. So which means we closed it and then we managed to retrieve or to get that $100 out of the market, which is good news. Now, it can then be soberly used somewhere else and produce some good profits for you. Okay, let's quickly check if we can't take a coin. If we can't take a coin, there are, oh, Uni's doing so well, amazing. Okay, Little Rato, what do you know about this coin?
Hey. I can't remember much.
So what does this mean? Because I've seen this word from you some time ago.
Which one, Dodo?
Yeah.
That's my name. I'm called Dodo at home.
Wow, sensational. So tell them that you have released a coin.
Hey.
Make sure that you buy it first and tell them to buy it before it reaches $1. Hello. Tell them it's cheaper.
Please support me.
Wow, it's so sensational. Thank you so much. Wow, that's beautiful. I've just looked at this and, you know, I've just noticed it now actually. And yeah, so that's it. So, okay, let's go into Dodo and let's see how it's going to perform, you know. And then click create and then martingale strategy. And then now this Dodo, we will go into it with $200 because there is money, business partners, in this coin. I mean, in this particular position. So we will cycle it first. We will cycle it first. Then we go with the first buying amount. We're on trade settings page, you know, 200. And then where there's margin call limit, we put 1. And then, okay, it will be pushing with, let it push with 5% take profit, bigger amounts. And then, yes, margin configuration, we are here. On margin configuration, first call, we go down with 90%. And then here is 0.01. So to speak, it's safer to do that, you know. And then it means, obviously, we know it's not feasible. I don't know, Dodo. Maybe it might be that crazingly volatile that it can fall by that, but I'll also make a research after I have entered into this particular coin, just to understand what is it all about and so forth. So now, sure, we are done with that. And then, yeah, that's it. Once this has been done, then we are going to save. No, let's not save. Let's quickly switch to cycle. We want it to cycle. We want it to cycle. You know, we want it to cycle, and we will monitor it tomorrow in our session, please. So now, one shot. And you could see I didn't check candlesticks and so forth. I was just excited that it is the namesake to our business partner Lerato there. So now I'm excited, and I'm just going into it. And because this particular position has the money for that, so now I'm in this account, then we go, and then we go into trade. Before you start a trade, it's actually advisable that you do this. You check this transaction or strategy, rather, strategy details. So you confirm that indeed your first buying amount is $200 and not 2,000. You know, but if it were 2,000, the system is going to reject because we have 1,700. But always make sure that it's two. You have a summary of this. Take profit is 5%. I'm happy with that. Margin call, just to check that summary, especially this, and then also your margin call drop. Make sure that it's huge, it's bigger, 90% down, because you don't want to buy again. You just want to cycle. So it means the robot will be buying and selling with this. And then let's go in. And then, so now Dodo is running, and we will just see how it's going to be performing with time. I'm just clicking the chart of it. It has done so well today. It has done so well today. So let's see how it's going to be. Let's check in terms of weeks. Yeah, now this is good. We will see. On the weekly chart, you can see what's happening there. So tomorrow, we will check if it collected profits. If it did, okay, that will be fine. And if, say, for instance, it didn't collect profits, it means it's going to be in a floating loss. As you can see, in the last 24 hours, averagely, its performance is sitting at around plus 13.97%. Ladies and gentlemen, a coin that has made 13% can still go to 50, 60, or even higher, you know. So it is just as simple as that, because it's all dependent on the amount of money that is coming into the market. And that's the beauty of trading cryptocurrencies in the spot market. And the joy also of our strategy is that we are trading in the spot market, you see? So we don't fear losing our crypto assets, you understand? But now we just have to apply the strategies that we do, be mindful of your trading capital, and then positions that you are holding, and where the market is and so forth, so that you are able to maximize your profits. Yeah, that's it, business partners. You are here, you have a question. This is a Q&A session. It's 4 minutes past. Leader Taban, let's hear from you.
Good morning, leadership. Good morning, everyone. Good evening. Good night, guys. I'm just asking, is Leader Raphael on the meeting?
Leader Raphael, may you please cough, sir?
Because I still remember back in the days, Leader Raphael said he's waiting for Bitcoin to reach 70. And I saw it 3 days back, and it was on 70, but I forgot.
That man is swimming in millions. You know, wherever he is now, he's not even bothered by the price, because he told me that he's now targeting 75,000.
Okay, that means he has reached the level that
he's been eating.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
He's been taking profit, and then he went back into the market. His next target is 75.
Okay, that's nice. That's encouraging. Because once you reach the target, you'll go for more.
Yes.
Yes.
Certainly. So yeah, it's your. I'm happy for him also, because it felt like it was not achievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
you know, and it happened. So just like those who are here, you want to see yourself having $2 million US out of trading, you will have it. It's just a matter of time. And don't just talk, commit.